and welcome to the Hard Copy Media Podcast. I'm Colton Trcic. I am the founder, and I guess I can call myself a CEO of Hard Copy Media. If you don't know what Hard Copy Media is, we're a video production company here in Arizona, and we specialize in storytelling. We are on a mission to build a more connected world through storytelling, and I believe the best way to do that is with film and media production. So this will be both a video and an audio podcast. I appreciate wherever you're tuning in from now. And this is the pilot episode. I'm here alone. There's nobody in the chair next to me, but I wanted to kind of set the stage for what this podcast is going to be about and who this podcast is really for. So this podcast, I plan on having conversations with my peers, fellow creatives working in the film and media industry, marketing professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, anybody who is affected or affects the creative process as we know it today. It's a wild time to be working in the creative space. We have AI innovations, we have business setbacks and cutbacks, and a lot of different things going on in the industry. And I think it's important to talk about it, to talk about not just how we feel about it, but what actionable steps we can take to improve ourselves and our work and ensure that what we're doing is relevant long into the future, as well as talk about how these things are realistically affecting businesses' bottom lines. Because if there's no room in the budget, well, you're not going to get hired. So it's important to talk about all of this, and I think that truly everyone is a creative. I think that it manifests in a lot of different ways. Some people write, some people grab a camera like I do and find a creative outlet through film and media and photography, and other people sing or dance or scrapbook, or I've even seen some pretty creative things in Excel, if I'm being honest. So I don't think that there is a limit on creativity, and what I hope to achieve with this podcast, which I know is very original for a business owner to create a podcast to promote their business, but it is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. It's been a long time in the making, and I'm really excited to be able to sit down opposite some of my peers and friends and discuss all of their crazy stories, their hot takes, their mistakes, all the things that have gone into their successes, their failures, where they're at today, where they're going. It's going to be a wild time. Now, who is this podcast for? Well, frankly, this podcast is for anyone who wants to know more about the creative process, whether you're a CEO, an entrepreneur, a marketer, a fellow filmmaker, or video business owner, and you want to hear, tales and stories of people who have maybe made some mistakes that you have and, know you're not alone, or, learn from our lessons and things that we've done so that you can improve your own creative process in your own business. It's also for, anybody who just wants to try to figure out what goes on in our brains. How do creatives think? How do we problem solve? How do we come up with ideas and solutions? It's going to be a really good time. And disclaimer, this podcast will be explicit. I curse like a fucking lot. You've gotten through, I think, about 3 or 4 minutes without me right now, but it's not normal, and I don't censor myself, nor will I ever censor a guest. So, fair warning now, this podcast will be explicit. I'm told it's a sign of higher emotional intelligence, but I don't know. I don't believe everything you read on Instagram. Now, if there is anything particular that you would love to see me cover, whether it's by myself or if there's a guest you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to reach out to hello@hardcopymedia.com. We would love to hear from you and hear more about what you'd like to see on this show. Other than that, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this pilot episode or listen to it. And of course, I'm not going to ask you for a review or a recommendation or a thumbs up or anything like that based off the pilot. That would be ridiculous. But I would really appreciate if you took the time to subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts so that you can follow along on this journey and listen to the stories that I hope to be telling with my friends and colleagues in that chair very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Hard Copy Media Podcast.